Okay, live.
Alright, it's on Christ. I'm just gonna check the sound real quick. I'm gonna jam up on Facebook. Facebook up. Okay. Prashad, if possible, can you just check the sound to make sure the sound is too loud?
So,
Alright, here we go. Alright.
can you say something?
Testing 1, 2.
Good.
Alright, that's on Christ. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua to the brother. Shalom, Yahweh Shemar Thumba Shem Yahshua to the sisters. I'm preaching Officer Paratazar, holding the class down for Officer 5000 Pazahar. This is the Israelite School of University School Practical Knowledge, ISUPK. Start off from 1 West 125th Street under Community Junior Yonder. And since 1969, we were teaching the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are God's chosen people, according to the Holy Bible. Let's clap it up for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And this is history class. You know what I'm saying? This is the Israelites history class. You know what I'm saying? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? According to the Bible, since 1969, ISUPK have been teaching our people, you know what I'm saying, history according to the Bible and their people. Let's clap it up. All right, you know what I'm saying? For blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we need to know who we are. We've been named by other people, other nations of people, but we don't know who we are in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And we want to go along to get along. We want to do everything what, you know what I'm saying, the so-called, you know what I'm saying, the so-called Blanquito is doing. But not with, you know what I'm saying, this is not what the Most High God have, you know what I'm saying, have told his people. Bob Kashar, if possible, can you play that video? You know what I mean? Can we play that video? There we go. This is a video. I got a name, Black Cowboys. This was, you know what I'm saying? This is so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians when they was, you know what I'm saying, right after slavery and during Jim Crow, how they was making a living. You know what I'm saying? How they was making a living. And they're going to just tell their story. This is how they're going to tell their story. Go ahead, Chuck.
Got up and walked from Kent to Kent. You know who Kent to Kent is? Can't see when you get up and can't see when you lay down.
How long was the day? I say from 3 o'clock to 9, 3 o'clock in the morning, 9 at night, for 50 cents a day. And the 9, people going away. Every time turn around, they want a break. A break. Man, we didn't know what a break was. On time, we got something broke about our bone.
You eat breakfast at 4 o'clock in the morning and then take a ride out there all day. And drink water whenever you had a chance to go around a windmill. If not, there was artesian wells that the water bubble up. You would try to get the fresh water and drink out of the same trough that the cows would drink out of. There was nothing to do that. And we would ride all day, put tassel in our bag to eat lunch off. Tassel, that's I guess you would call it beef jerky nowadays, but it was tassel that we would eat. Just take your sandwich, and then you come back in the evening. That's when you ate your big meal.
We gotta cook.
Sorry, like him. Tasso is that same hard meat they eat in Haiti, right? Ain't
Tasso.
Your cousin said that Tasso.
Tasso.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And don't make him mad, because you come in, you won't be no dinner.
Where did they learn that from?
Right.
You know what I mean? The same, they're feeding the same slop that they, you know what I'm saying, that they fed the Haitians, the so-called, you know what I'm saying, Levites, or God's chosen people, as they did the Judites and the Ishkarites. In the Native American, the same concept, the same slave food. That's what it was. It was slave food.
Right.
Remember, this was an industrial thing.
Hold on. You telling me that the beef jerky right now that they selling right now, that we can afford to buy because it's $7 a stick. That joint was slave food.
That's slave food. You know what I'm saying? How can we, you know what I'm saying? How can we have the slaves keep on, remember, it's all about production. You know what I mean? Production and workforce and high value.
Right.
It's a lot.
It's lucky. I mean to press it back to.
No, it's all right, sir.
Keep going?
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Everybody can't cook on a camp. You see, they use Dutch ovens and things like that, and open fire and racks and everything. They might take a quarter of a cash and build a rack, run a rod through it, and build a fire under the meat. And every once in a while, he'd turn it over, you see. He keep turning it over. That's sure good eating.
Our main dish was pinto beans. Well, it wasn't pinto beans in those days, it was red beans. And it'd take you a half a day to cook a red bean, but they'd put them on so early in the morning until, my Lord.
We used to run cattle from the Duke Ranch out to Greta, and that was about 18 miles where we would drive cattle. You get up early in the morning, you drove cattle all day practically. You didn't get out there till maybe about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, driving maybe about 1,000 head of cattle to be shipped out. And I did that I don't know how many times.
Do you ever think I can to improve the cattle that I'm taking care of? And one guy told me, said, you show more interest in the cattle than the man who owns the cattle. Well, whenever I ride the pasture and come in the evening, he wouldn't say, how's my cattle getting along? He'd always say, Kay, how your cattle getting along? So that's what he said, Kay, how your cattle getting along? Yeah, that's the way it was, see.
You practically knew every cow in the herd, you know, even though you haven't seen.
Yeah, what was he saying just now? What did that mean? He's saying.
No, all right. Salaki, my fault about that.
Yeah.
Actually, what he's saying in a nutshell, that the owner. So he's the owner of the ranch.
Right.
So what he's saying that the workers have more a connection with the animals than with the owner with the ranch. You're taking care of the cattle a whole lot better how the owner of the ranch is taking care of you. And what he said is, yes, you're right, because I don't have anything in common with you. I'm always with the cattle. Remember, they're working from, I can't see, you know what I'm saying? Can't see coming up, can't see going down. They so much with the cattle that's all they know. So why not respect the animal?
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's what but it's a joke. He's saying in a joking way.
Right.
He's saying in a joking way. But it's true. Because that's what he said. When they was bringing the cattle to the other side, that's hours. You know what I'm saying? He say, yo, we started like sometime we started about like 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning, and we don't finish bringing that cattle over almost between 2 and 3 o'clock p.m. Then we have to, he said, and I can't even remember how many times I did that a day. You know what I'm saying? All day. And during that time, they had a cook. They got a cook. And that's when he said, you know what I'm saying, the black eyed peas, when you make up black eyed peas, but they call them red beans. You know, the red beans and rice, that's a Louisiana term or whatever.
Right.
But what he's saying is, it was hard to cook those beans. Remember, they pick the beans, it's fresh beans, and you know how to cook, you know what I'm saying, raw beans, how long it take to cook.
Right.
So you had a cook there that's cooking the beans all day so they could be able to eat the beans later on because they there all day. Right. Slavery. It pretty much was slavery. Right. You know, it pretty much was slavery, but they think they was, you know what I'm saying, exactly how the Israelites is picking strawberries up today. Right. Pennies on the dollar. You're there all day, every day. You got to meet your quota. You know what I mean? You got to do this or whatever. It was the same concept. And this is during Jim Crow. So this is literally right after slavery. Remember, they was born, you know what I'm saying, 1920, 1928. They telling their story. You know what I mean? This is the story that they telling. Right. And back then, there wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? When you know what I'm saying, turn 5, you're working in the fields. You know what I mean? Little kids is working in the field, and that was a normal thing to do. You know what I mean? Even to this day, you know what I'm saying? If you have like Judites have like grandmother, you going out and work. Like, you know what I mean? You helping her out, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, you know what I mean, you have to, you know what I'm saying? Fortunately, you have Judites like family owned acres, and they, you you know, and they have like they own the garden and stuff like that, and they have the kids out there, you know what I'm saying, helping them garden. They teaching them how to garden, so how to pluck or whatever. And that was, you know what I'm saying, that was always a thing. Even my moms did it. Even my mom showed us how to do certain things in gardens and how to pluck. And we was out there young. They was teaching us, you know, they took it. And I know some Benjamites learning, you know what I'm saying, also at a young age, go out there, get the callaloo or whatever, bring it upstairs, wash, you know what I'm saying, wash the greens and stuff like that. When you're like 5, 6, I remember doing that. I remember doing that stuff like that. So, you know what I mean? Not to be long-winded. Also, Baba Gashar, let's go to the, and also a video up there.
We can't finish this right here.
Yeah, come, Salaki. Go ahead, sir.
It's almost done one.
Yeah, come.
Seen that cow in maybe a year, but you still knew what certain herd had different cattle, and then you just about know. So, well, you know, that old cow, she lived in the bottom there last year. Now she's moved to the prairie. Now she's hanging around the lake, you know, because you knew.
I also want our people to understand the place where the cattle eat their food was the same place where these brothers was eating their food. That's what they was making the joke. You know what I mean? That's the reason. Yes, we also eat with the animals also. That's what, you know what I'm saying? He said that at the beginning of the, you know what I'm saying? He said that at the beginning of the interview. You know, when you brought up like, oh, you know what I'm saying, that type of food, they was also eating, you know what I'm saying, eating that, you know what I'm saying, on the go or whatever. But they was, you know what I'm saying, but they was also eating it out of the same cattle, or kettle was their food. So you probably have the beans in there, you know what I'm saying, the beef jerky, you know what I'm saying, when they have to, also a lot of times that they have to rehydrate the beef jerky. You know what I mean? When they want that, like a different texture or whatever, so they mix that in with the beans or whatever, have the beef jerky cooking with the beans also. So to rehydrate that beef jerky, because this is what they're doing all day. You know what I mean? They want to taste their food. When we're out there slaving, we want to taste our food. And also, you know what I'm saying, the collard greens or whatever was out there, but they had to cook because it was slave waging. What they was making, 50 cents a quarter. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, how we always talk about, you know, FedEx, and I'm going to say FedEx and UPS. They want you to, you know what I mean? They want you to do so much work. They want you to get up, you can't see, and you can't leave until everything be done. Can't leave. And you see how hard they working, and this is why I want to put it out there, because Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, who are God's chosen people, I'm just speaking about for the Druidites, but I know, you know what I'm saying, I know the other tribes does this. They don't want their women to work like this. That's the reason why there was, you know what I'm saying, a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of Black men did not want our women to work. First of all, they know, if you know what I'm saying, if you come across a so-called white man, harm can be done to you. And they know harm can be done to you in that, you know what I'm saying, in that, you know what I'm saying, in the so-called Europeans' household. Harm can be done to you. You know what I'm saying? With immunity. Literally with immunity. So that's why they was working, you know what I'm saying? They was working to the bone. They was literally working to the bone. So they, you know what I'm saying? So their wife don't have to work like that. Their kids don't have to work like that. I'd rather have my kids and wife work around the house than work for, you know what I'm saying, than work for our oppressor that just came out of slavery. That was strong. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us was doing that. You know what I mean? That's the reason why they was there. They had families. There wasn't no single men. You know what I mean? All of them wasn't single men, and they was working all day, every day, and sending the money back home.
So are you saying that the notion that people get today, where a Black man should work and a woman should not work or should be a stay-at-home wife, is because the Black man didn't want his woman getting harmed by some oppressor? Come on. That's all through history books. If you read and that, Black men did not want their wife or their sister to walk down the road, because they, you know what I mean? Because it could happen.
because because remember, it was telltales that these Europeans was coming into our neighborhoods and doing things to our, to our sisters. Right. Even though Priest and Captain Amara, when he had that story about his family.
Right.
What they did to his family.
Right.
That was a general statement. You know what I mean? That was, hundreds. And that's why it was so adamant that, this, like the grandfathers, that's why the grandfather was working so goddamn hard. He didn't want the grandmother to work at all. You know what I mean? We got brothers, I got friends and family, like I work for, not work, but I was helping my brother, like his grandfather started a garbage business in South Carolina. And he went out and working, and established the garbage business. So his wife don't have to work. Like she knew about the business, the paperwork or whatever, but he didn't want her to go out there like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and he worked, and he working from cannot see, can I see getting up to can I see going home?
Right.
That was the standard. That was the standard. Black men was always on it. And the thing, they wasn't keeping, we didn't say our sisters cannot work, because they didn't stop sisters from working because they had to make a living, but they didn't like the sister, their wife or their sisters or their nieces to not work. Because what black man stop a sister from working? What black man stop a sister from getting the education? We was never like that because we was in the fields together.
Right.
You know what I mean? We was in the fields together. So ain't no black man, or Hispanic. You see it today. You know what I'm saying? I never seen, and this would throw me off. You know what I'm saying? This is our Northern Kingdom brothers, you know what I'm saying? They're so hard out there working. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now their wives are working at car washes. I've never seen a woman work at a car wash. I only seen the men working at a car wash. Because you all day, every day, you washing cars. Now there's women working at cars. Washing cars. You see women, you know what I'm saying? It's correct. Not only the husband is working at a car wash, the wife has to work at the car wash. You really think he want his wife to work at this car wash? No. So that's, you know what I'm saying? That's letting you know that we got to remember our oppressor. We have to remember, you know what I'm saying, the positions that he put us in. We got to remember this, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. So let me just go to the scripture. I'm gonna be long-winded. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, also just for the other one, they're talking about Jamaica and Father's Day. There you go. Jamaica. Hold on. I want to know. And you know what I'm saying? It's not just Jamaica, but you know what I'm saying? This brother right here, the Caribbean. Now, everybody said the Caribbean is different from America. But the Caribbean took on American traits.
Right.
When did the Caribbean start celebrating Father's Day? Where did that concept come from?
When did Jamaica start celebrating Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving! And I look around and I say 4th of July. 4th of July. I live in Mount, you know what I'm saying? I live in Mount Vernon. Yeah. Oh, wait. Speaking of Mount Vernon, and I have to say this, because something just threw me off. My Vernon is nothing but Blacks and Hispanics. You know what I mean? Black and Hispanic.
Right.
That's a given.
Right.
You'll be surprised that you go into businesses, you're like, I did not see a white face. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It don't dawn on you because Mount Vernon is like that.
Right.
I see 2 Edomite women walking down the street of Mount Vernon. I never seen that. I've never seen that. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? It's not a normal thing to see 2 white women walking down the street of Mount Vernon. That threw me off. Walking, you know what I mean? They had the pom-pom shorts on, like they was luring, like they lived there. You know what I mean? Just remember, you can live any place, but that threw me off. Once you see that, it's coming. You're not going to see You know what I mean? Something is happening to Mount Vernon. Something is happening to Mount Vernon. You know what I mean? Something is happening because you already know when you think about Mount Vernon. You think about, I ain't gonna front, Jamaica, and you know what I'm saying? You're thinking about Benjamites and Judites. That you know what I mean? Basically in Mount Vernon. You know what I mean? That's a given. That's a given. Right. And that's what to let you know. And to go back to this, we're taking on the traits of our slave master, Baba Kishar. Can you play that video? Let's play that. And then let's hear what this brother saying.
Guys, more take the time out and wish all of the fathers them where take care of them youth a happy Father's Day. I hope you enjoy yourself and have a blessed day, guys. I'm out. What's up, guys? More take the time out and wish all of the fathers
take care of your people, take care of your kids, fathers. I don't understand that concept. Why did he say it? It should be obvious. You know what I mean? Like, I take care of my kids. I thought you're supposed to take care of your kids. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? And I like to thank Father's Day in Jamaica. Father's Day. When did this concept come from? Can you pull up on Proverbs? Let's go to the class. Let's go to, before I go to the, what's the name? Let's go to Proverbs 3 and 31. Yeah, you can pull up on the last one. There you go. 3 and 31. There you go. You read that, Bobby?
God. Proverbs 3 and 31. Envy thou not the oppressor.
Say that again, sir.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Envy thou not the oppressor. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, we forgot who our oppressor is. We normalize their oppression that we don't even see our oppressor. Right. We don't say, you know what I mean? We don't see our oppressor anymore. What he did to Jamaica. What he did to, you know what I'm saying? What he did, you know what I'm saying, to the so-called African Americans. What he did to, you know what I'm saying, the Haitians. That's our oppressor right there. That's our oppressor. Say that again, sir.
God. Envy thou not the oppressor.
You know what I'm saying? We envy our oppressor. Read on.
And choose none of his ways.
No, do all of his ways. Say that again.
Choose none of his ways.
No, I'm gonna celebrate Mother's Day. Say that again.
And choose none of his ways.
I'm gonna celebrate Father's Day. That came from, you know what I'm saying? That came from Joe Biden family. Right. That came from Donald Trump's family. Right. That came from Tom Hanks' family. Right. That's where it came from. That's where it came from. It came from Madonna's family. That's where it came from.
And choose none of his ways.
Choose none of his ways. Don't choose their oppressor's ways. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Right. Bob Kishar. Can you go to Exodus chapter, what was it? Chapter 4. And matter of fact, yeah, we probably going to start that from 1. Let's start from 1.
You had it chapter 3. I'm gonna go to
no, chapter 3. It's a lot.
Okay, come. Exodus chapter 3, verse 1. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian, and he led the flock to the backside of the desert, and came to the mountain of God, even to Horeb.
So now this is, you know what I'm saying, to give you the backstory. This is Moses after, you know what I'm saying, when he was helping his brother out. You see, you know what I'm saying, his people was, you know what I'm saying, was underneath the boot heel of the Egyptian. Moses was raised up, and you know what I'm saying, was raised up in the Egyptian's house. You know what I'm saying? He was raised up. He literally raised up in an Egyptian house. Right. But you know what I'm saying, what the history tell you, and Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you know what I'm saying, we don't know the history of this Bible that we thought, even I thought when I was a blackity black, that Moses did not know that he was an Israelite until he was in his early years. His early years. He just got up and realized, you know what I'm saying, realized that he was an Israelite. That was, you know what I'm saying, I didn't read the Bible, but that is, you know what I'm saying, that is what was taught to us. Like, you know what I'm saying, up until, like, you know what I'm saying, up until his early, you know what I'm saying, up until his, you know what I'm saying, his early, up until like 50. He didn't realize he was an Israelite. But he was raised up by what? His sister. You know what I mean? His sister. His sister taught him he was an Israelite. This is the reason why he was looking at, you know what I'm saying, looking at his people and looking at, you know what I'm saying, looking at his brothers that was getting beat down by his oppressor.
That's from the movies.
That's from the movies, yeah. Come on.
In the movies, they make it seem like he rolling with Ramesses II.
That's what it is.
In Pharaoh's house, and then one day he walks down to Goshen, you know what I mean, and his sister's coming to him and saying like, hey, you're here because you came back to see our family, because we let you go in the water, you know what I mean, and now you came back, and in the movie, most like, what are you talking about? I don't know you guys. Mm-hmm. But that's not in the Bible.
I thought that was in the Bible.
Right.
And that was a blackly black. And I'm gonna let you know. Guess who also was teaching that narrative?
Church.
No. I'm talking about blackly blacks now. I'm on the blackly black. I'm on the blackly black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dr. Ben. I heard that from Dr. Ben. I also heard that from John Henry Clark, the Grand Poobah. That's what you know. The Grand Poobah, and he was my Grand Poobah. You know what I'm saying? When I was in the world. You know what I mean? When I was in the world. But this is what I got that from him. I didn't read the Bible. I thought the Bible was a bunch of Christians. Remember, I was calling ISUPK Christians. I was calling them Christians. But I realized, you know what I'm saying? You know what I realized? I was the Christian. I was the Christian. Because when I, you know what I'm saying? When I started, you know what I'm saying? Not reading, when I started hearing the brothers and what they was teaching, I was like, hold up. You try to say, hold up, Moses knew that he was an Israelite? I didn't hear that before. Y'all lying. You try to say, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, I could cut a Christian all day, every day. My man in the world, he was he had this little his Facebook page called The Contradiction of the Bible Today. You know what I mean? And every day he was posting the contradiction of the Bible. And I was right next to him talking about Adam and Eve was the only people on earth. Turned out to be, I was a, you know what I'm saying? I was a contradiction. I was a contradiction. So Baba Kishar, this is when Moses, you know what I'm saying, left out of Egypt, you know what I'm saying, and he was on a run because he helped his brother out. Yeah. That's basically what it was. Right. And he was a wanted man. Because the people, you know what I'm saying, because the people in Egypt knew who Moses was. Right. Remember, he was in the house. You know what I mean? He was in the house. He was in the big house.
Right? He grew up in the White House of that day.
Yeah.
The Black House.
And at the same time, he was depressed.
Yeah, right.
And looking at, he had compassion for his people.
Right.
This is a so-called today, a Haitian brother. Looking at his people in bondage. But nobody is not showing compassion to the Haitian people. Mm-hmm. Yep. We're not looking at the Haitian people with compassion. Mm-hmm. This is the history. Because you know what I'm saying, here in the ISUPK, we're going to teach you your nationality. We're going to teach you, you are the people in the Bible. Right. This is a Haitian brother right here. So-called Haitian brother. The tribe of Levi, God's chosen people. And even though he's in the big house, he was like, why the hell my people live in the outhouse? Look at him. Yeah, I got, you know what I mean? Look at me. Look at me. I'm over here, you know what I'm saying, next to Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? Eating all the good stuff. There's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no dirt, you know what I'm saying, dirt cakes or dirt patties. No, I got the good stuff on my plate right here. Why my brothers can't eat this? Why my sister can't eat this? You know what I'm saying? My sister raised me up. She can't even eat this. She got to go through the back door to take care of me. You know what I mean? She got to go through the color door. You know what I mean? She got to drink from the color water fountain. Right. She can't use the bathroom. She can't use the white bathroom. She can't use the Egyptian bathroom. No. She got to go 3 miles down that way or go on the side of a goddamn road to use the bathroom in Egypt. That's where she had to go, my sister. My mother got to do that. This is what's going on. No compassion. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Look at the Haitian. Haiti is a goddamn paradise. How many times I got to say this? Haiti is a paradise. Right. Venezuela is a goddamn paradise. You throw the grain on the ground and it grows. Right. You try to say Venezuela cannot make no gardens. This is what you try to tell me? Right. You try to tell me Venezuela ain't got no food to feed the cattle so they can eat. That's a damn paradise. But there's never no problem to grow the poppy seeds. It's never no problem to grow those coca leaves. It's never no problem to grow those rose leaves. But it's always a goddamn problem to grow some cucumber, some goddamn carrots, some bell peppers, you know what I'm saying? Some arroz, some habichuelas, some okra. It's a goddamn problem to grow that. But it's never no problem to grow, you know what I'm saying? To grow those plants to make fentanyl. It's never no problem. There's never no problem to grow the drugs. But it's a goddamn problem to grow food. Venezuela. Guess who did it? America did it. Venezuela got oil. Let me just remind you, Venezuela have oil. Remember the Getty's gas station? The Getty gas station was owned by Venezuela. Remember what Venezuela said? To the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. What was his name? What was the last president of Venezuela that he called? Chavez. He called George Bush Jr. the goddamn devil what the Bible speaks of. They call him. You mad at me because I'm trying to feed my people? You mad at me because I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, try to help? Remember, Venezuela, Chavez was the one, you know what I'm saying? America, remember the Katrina incident? Venezuela sent supplies to Katrina. And America said, hell no, we ain't gonna take that. Venezuela sent oil to get those the generator running. You know what I'm saying? The fuel, so you can start building up the infrastructure back into Katrina. America said, hell no. Pennies on the dollar. Let me remind you, pennies on the dollar. America said, no, you ain't gonna tell me what to do with my slaves. That's pretty much what America said. And that was going on in Egypt. Dr. Shaw, can you continue reading?
Okay. Verse 2. Exodus 3, verse 2. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not consumed by the fire. Verse 3. And Moses said, I will turn aside and see this great sight, why the bush is not burnt.
Yeah, so Moses was amazed, like, oh, I'm looking at this bush, and I'm seeing the fire, but the bush ain't burning. Right. He's like, what is this witchcraft? You know what I mean? You got to think about it. He's chilling, you know what I'm saying? He's working. Moses working. You know he's working. He's working. Right. You know what I mean? He's on the run. He's hanging low. He started a family. He's doing his thing. You know what I mean? He met some. You know what I mean? He met some people. He started a family. You know what I mean? That's what Moses is doing. Now he turned to the side and said, "Yo, what is this? What is this doing?" He thought he could push all that behind him. That's what Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I mean? Even though we got this going on in our lives, we want to push that to the side. We want to forget about all of that. We just want to live my life. You know what I mean? Moses, you know what I'm saying? If the Egyptian had a holiday, he would have celebrate that. He would have had that barbecue. You know what I mean? Even though he's on the run, he would have still participate in his slave master, you know what I'm saying, holidays.
Right.
He would have said to his father-in-law, you know what I'm saying, today is a sword day. This is what we did in Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Verse 4. And when the Lord saw that he turned aside to see, God called unto him out of the midst of the bush, and said, Moses, Moses, here am I.
No, so now you have to understand this.
That when it said the Lord, that's the Most High. When it said God in the Hebrew, according to the Hebrew, that's the angels.
Oh, actually, I was about to go back to the angel. I was about to do that. I was about to show, because it already stated who came on to Moses. It's already stated that. Now, when it says the Lord, what you said about the Lord? No, what you just said about the Lord?
Oh,
when it says
okay, I'll translate it again.
Yeah, come.
And when the Most High saw, Most High Yahweh, saw that he turned aside to see, the angels called us. I didn't share this tab. Right?
Yeah, come.
This tab is being shared. Okay.
Oh.
There we go. All right. So there we go. Verse 4, right? Verse 4. Now, and when the Most High Yahweh saw that he turned aside to see the bush, the angels called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Marsha, Marsha. And he said, Hananiah, here I am. Here am I.
So the Most High, when it says that the Lord saw Moses turning around, then when, you know what I'm saying, then after that, let me see here. What it said, God called unto him. Now that's the angel, what you said, right?
Right.
That was the message. What the Most High told the angel what to say.
There we go.
That's what it is. Because remember, it was the angel. Then the Most High told that angel, say this to him. And who the angel represent? The Most High.
Right.
He was, you know what I'm saying? Who unalived Osama bin Laden? Everybody would say, you know what I'm saying? Barack Obama unalived Osama bin Laden. He put the order out, right? But who did the work? You know what I'm saying? Navy SEAL Team 6. That was the order come by.
Right.
That was the order. And this is what the order came by, the Most High. The Most High. And he's representing the Most High. Read on. And when he said, here I am. Because you know what I'm saying, the Most High called, the angel called. You know what I'm saying? The Most High told the angel, call unto Moses. And let him know what's up. And Moses said, here I am.
Right.
Now you gotta realize he turned aside. Remember, Moses was just working. He thought I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? I got away from the people who try to look for me. I'm chilling. And this happened. He was comfortable. Moses was comfortable. Now he's on the board. Now he's on the brink of being uncomfortable.
Right.
We don't.
And that here I am, just for people to know, is Hananiah. Hana to say look or hear, and Anya to say I am. Right? Hananiah. Hananiah. You put Hana and Anya together to say Hananiah. All right, good. Verse 5. And he said, do not nigh hither. Nigh means close. Like nigh, like you go nigh onto this horse or nigh, right? Hither means here. Right? Draw not nigh hither. So draw not close to here. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place whereon thou standest is holy ground.
So right now Moses, right here, can you blow that up a little bit so I don't have to go to the other one so I can be able to read it? I can see it through water, sir. Let me see it. And he said, verse 5, and he said, draw not nigh hither, but off thy shoes from off thy feet, for the place thereon thou standeth is holy, is a separate ground for where you was working at. This is a holy ground. So he's telling them, respect this place. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because right now, something beautiful is happening. Something out of this world that you've never seen in your life is happening. Respect it. Leave your shoes off at the door. You know what I mean? Leave your shoes off at the door. That's pretty much what you say. You know what I'm saying? To this day, you know what I'm saying? To this day, even, oh man, my people, you know what I'm saying? My people, you know what I'm saying, say this. Don't bring, you know what I'm saying? Don't bring that stuff into the house. Kick your shoes off at the door. To this day, you know what I mean? You cannot come into my people's house with your shoes on. She don't like that. She think, you know what I mean? She, you know what I mean? She's spooky, but she, you know what I mean? But she's not putting in the place of just respect my house, please. But she think, you know what I'm saying? Like she think that, yo, there's like omens is coming into the house, or bad luck is coming to the house. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know what I mean? That's what she think. You know what I mean? Myself, I'm just saying, yo, I don't know what you stepped on. Just leave, you know what I'm saying? There's a carpet, leave your shoes on the door. You know what I mean? When you come into the house, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you kicking your dirt or whatever into the house. That's me right there. She think there's bad omens is coming in this place. But now here, this is in Moses, Masha, you know what I'm saying? He was respecting this right here. Because right now, something unique is happening. We don't. And this was with blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. This is the Most High God sent his messenger to speak to God's chosen people, a so-called Haitian. We don't.
Verse 6. Moreover, he said, I am the God of thy father.
Say that again?
I am the God of thy father.
You know, the God, you know what I'm saying? The God of everybody's father.
The God of thy father.
Of your father? Of Moses' father. Of Levite's father. Today, the God of a Haitian's father.
Right.
Not everybody wasn't there. What was it? What was the mixed multitude? Where was Moses' wife at?
Right.
Where was Moses' father-in-law at? Where was he at? You know what I'm saying? It says it right here. Verse 6, moreover, he said, I am the God of thy father. Read on.
The God of Abraham, the God of Isaac.
Oh, wait.
And the God of Jacob.
Of the God of who?
The God of Jacob.
Yo, the God, you know what I'm saying? The God of everybody. Say that again.
The God of Jacob.
The God of the God of Ham. The God of Ham.
The God of Jacob.
No. The God, you know what I'm saying? The God of Japheth.
The God of Jacob.
The God of Jacob.
It's heavy that you said God of Ham, because Ham is how he got the name Kemet. Right?
That's the reason why I said that.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I said that. You are in the spirit, sir. Most High, the God of Jacob. And who is Moses? You know what I'm saying? Who is Moses' pops? Jacob. His name was changed to who? Israel.
Right.
He was a tribe of Levi. Who is Moses? Who is Moses' pops? Levi. His grandfather was Jacob. How did they get into Egypt? His father Levi, you know what I'm saying, came into and his grandfather Jacob went into Egypt on the sake of Joseph. That's how they was in Egypt. We don't.
And Moses hid his face.
Moses did what?
Moses hid his face.
Moses hid his face. Once he heard, he knew this was true. He see a burning bush. He hear voices. The voice told him to kick off his goddamn chancletas. Kick him off.
Right.
You on the land, and he did. He followed the order. He followed. You know, because you know that is the what's name. You know, he could have had shoes on, you know, like boots. Like we were talking about how to make boots, you know what I'm saying? How to make shoes or whatever, or boots. He could have had those on. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Because even, you know what I'm saying, even during the slavery time, even during, you know what I'm saying, when you in the midst of working, you want your job to be easy. So, you know what I mean? So a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of innovation happens during the time of captivity, or innovation happening during when you're working so hard. So you want to make the job easy. Yo, every time, you know what I'm saying, all day, these shoes ain't working well. So I want some shoes to kind of pad my feet. Because I'm always out here with the cattle. I'm always stepping in dung. I don't like that feeling how these shoes make my feet feel. You see what I'm getting at, sir?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? I think preaching officer Carrabba always said, I think the slave invented the broom. You know what I mean? He got to invent the broom because he didn't want to be on his knees and his knees sweeping up dust. He had to invent the broom to make that job easy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to come up and plenty of times, you know what I'm saying? Plenty of times that we came up, you know what I'm saying? We came up things on I remember how to build clubhouses and, you know what I mean? How to do backflips and how to do breakdancing. You know, we came up with stuff to make the job easy. You know what I mean? We started to invent things to make our situation easy.
Right.
To make our situation easy. So like, you know, I'm just going on a tangent.
Right.
All right? Go on, sir.
For he was afraid to look upon God.
He was afraid to look upon, you know what I'm saying, the Most High.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? His messenger.
Right.
He was afraid. Because now he realized I was just chilling and look at this what's going on right now. Yo, I just escaped from Egypt. I got my ribs. You know what I mean? I got this cow. I got it. You know what I mean? I'm making a little money. I'm chilling now. You know what I mean? I'm chilling now. I literally forgot about my brothers in Egypt.
Right.
I'm doing me. I'm doing me. That's what he thought. But the Most High said, oh no, I got something for you. And now it's dawning on him now. We don't.
Verse 7. And the Most High said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt.
Wait. Say that again. Read that again.
I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt.
So now he's saying to Moses, and the Lord said, the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt. Moses forgot about that. You know what I mean? He pushed it to the side. Let's say he didn't forget about it, but he did push it to the side.
Right.
You know what I mean? I escaped from Egypt. You know what I mean? The Egyptians, you know what I'm saying? They're not looking for me no more. I got my ribs. You know, I'm doing my thing. But the most, you know what I mean? And he thought, you know what I mean? And we thought, and this is what we think, because we did it plenty of times. You know what I mean? It's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not what you want to do, it's what the Most High wants you to do. It's what the Most High wants you to do.
Right.
And this what happens for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Let me see here. It's not here. It's in the, now it says, you know what I mean? And it says it, and this is such a hardcore scripture because, like I said, plenty of times that we get comfortable. We get comfortable, and you know what I'm saying, in our mind, in our position, in our, you know what I'm saying, in our situation in life. What is work, you know what I mean? When we making a little bit of money, we looking at our family, then, you know what I'm saying, then everything stops. Then everything gets flipped on its head. And it says it right here. You know, we got, it's right here. It says it right here. We got Exodus chapter 3, verse 7. And the Most High said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people which are in Egypt, and have heard their cries by reasons of their taskmasters. For I know their sorrow. I'm gonna remind you, Moses, that your people are in sorrow. My people. I'm the Lord. I'm the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, your fathers. I hear my people sorrow. I hear what their taskmasters is doing to them. Moses, I hear it. You forget, you know what I'm saying? You close your ears to it, Moses. I hear it here. It's time for you to get reminded about your people, Moses. Don't get comfortable. The Most High going to let you know, don't get comfortable, because you could be called at any time. Baba Kashar, I forgot, it's in Luke. I know it's in Luke. When Yahweh Shah said, not thy will, I mean, not my will, but your will, your will. It's in Luke. See here. I got it in my phone. It's in Luke. Yeah. Not my will, but thy will. It's in Luke. It's 22. Is it 6 and 22? If I'm not mistaken. Let me get that, because for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, it's always about the Most High. Is that right there? Yep, 22 and 42. Yeah, I know it was, yeah, I know it was something.
I'm gonna go get King James Version, right?
Count.
Okay. So about here.
Yeah, Dua. Can you read that, Bob Kashar? Because I go along, because we have to go from the old to the new. But it's pretty much to let you know what is the Bible's always talking about. The Bible is talking about the history of the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? It's telling about the law, statutes, and commandments about the Israelites. It tell you, you know what I'm saying? It tell you about the stories about the Israelites. That's what the Bible is all about. It's about the Israelites. It's about nobody else. It's about the Israelite history.
Right.
And we have to remember the history of the Israelites, the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. We have to look at our people with sympathy. We have to look at our people based on the history of how we got into this position, how we're looking towards each other. Because even back then, we was doing it. This book reminds us about the history about the Israelites. Baba Kashar, read what Yahweh Shah said. You know what I'm saying? From the tribe of Judah. Think about, you know what I'm saying? Read that scripture about the show.
Verse 42. Luke 22, verse 42, saying, Father, if thou be willing, remove this cup from me. Nevertheless, not my will, but thine be done.
Wait, hold up. I thought Jesus was the Father. Just to let you know, I thought Jesus was. Who was he? Was he talking to? And was he talking inside his head for the oneness doctrine? But remember, God came into the flesh. Now he have on a flesh suit. So remember, you know what I'm saying? The oneness doctrine is Jesus is in the is in the body, and the Most High is in the body. So was he talking to his own self about this? That's for, you know what I'm saying? That's for your oneness and for your Trinitarians. Who was he talking to? Read that from the top again. So.
Saying, Father.
Saying,
Father.
Father. He's speaking to the Most High. Jesus Christ from the tribe of Judah, who's, you know what I'm saying, who had parents. You know what I'm saying? Joseph and Mary. He's speaking to the Most High God, his Father. Read on.
If thou be willing.
If thou be willing, if possible, Father. If possible, if I may, Father, if I may. If you be willing, Father. If you be willing. Because he knew what, you know what I'm saying? He knew what was happening. He knew what's going to happen. He knew the plan. He knew everything what was going to happen to him. And he said, you know, blow that up, Bob. There we go. And he said, saying, Father, if that be, if that,
thou was like you.
Oh yeah, come. If thou be willing, if you be willing, Father, if you be willing, Father, read on.
Remove this cup from me.
Say that again.
Remove this cup from me.
What is the cup? The cup is him knowing his responsibility. The cup is him knowing what is his mission. The cup is his knowing what's going to happen to him when he followed through the mission.
Right.
The cup is him knowing he cannot complain when he took on this responsibility. You said you was going to do it. You know what I mean? This is what's happening. This is what's happening. This is what the Most High is reminding him to say, yo, this is why you here. I got to remind you about this. This is why you here. You've been doing it, and you've been looking good. You've been reminding your brothers who they are. You've been reminding your brothers who hate your goddamn guts to show them how to forgive each other. You're reminding your brothers this. You're doing it. I can't have you backstep now, man. Can't have you backstep now, man. I need you to start rocking and rolling. Read on.
God, remove this cup from me.
Remove this cup from me. If your will, remove this, please. Remove this, please. If it's your will, remove this, please. I thought he was God. This is a brother from the block from Nazareth. Could anything good come out of Nazareth? This is a brother from the block. How many of us does this right here? I'm in the truth. Maybe second guess, like, what did I remember? I was making the monies. Now I'm living in my car. Now I'm living with my sister. Now I have no money in my pocket. Before I came into the truth, it was all good. When I was in the world, it was all good. Now I'm being challenged. This is what it is. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. He know what was going on. He know what's happening. He's a regular brother. That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why we go so hard body one West on these Christian churches, on these Catholic churches, on these false doctrines. Did you know what I mean? Because if this was God, why he want the cup to go away from him? Huh? God feel weak right now? This is what's happening right now? Or this is your brother right here. This is what you know what I'm saying? This is your brother right here. So he can sympathize with you. So he can be the example. This is what's going on right here. And this is the same thing that, you know what I'm saying? This is the same thing that I was making a parallel to Moses. He got comfortable. This is the Most High wants you to do this. Read on, sir.
Come. Nevertheless.
Regardless. Read on.
Not my will.
Nevertheless. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Not my will, because my will, what is Yahweh's will? I want this cup to pass away from me. That's what he wants. But not my will, Father. Not my will, Father. Because if it was up to me, you know what I mean? It was up to me. We. You know, I don't want no responsibility. I don't want to think about my brothers. I don't want, you know what I mean? I don't want to have compassion towards my brothers. But nevertheless, Father, you done taught me right. You done showed me right, Father. You know.
But thine be done.
But thy. Talking about but your will, right, Father, will be done. I will go, you know what I'm saying? I will go according to the mission, Father. I will do that. That's what I would do. Your will, Father. And then, you know what I'm saying? The same scenario in Moses. This is what it is. This is what the Most High does right here. I never even thought that I would be in the school. I never thought, you know what I mean? I never thought, you know what I'm saying? I would be following the Lord's statute commandments of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? My thoughts were someplace else. But it's not my will, it's the Father's will. It's the Father's will. Bob Bashar, can you go back to Exodus?
Go. So it's like one point right there, 43. And then it said, and there appeared an angel unto him from heaven. Because that's where the Father is.
That's right.
The Father is not in Jesus Christ.
The message. The message from heaven.
Right. He prayed to the Lord. Meanwhile, Christians are saying that he prayed to himself because he's God. Right?
That's the oneness locking. That's the oneness doctrine.
Yeah,
I'm trying to learn about this because this stuff is crazy.
Right.
You know, they just make this stuff up. Go ahead, so
right. So his prayer goes up to heaven, which is where God is, and God sent him an angel from heaven. Why? To strengthen him. There appeared an angel unto him from heaven, strengthening him. Because of course, God don't need strengthening.
Who needed strengthening?
A man from the tribe of Judah, from
Nazareth, yeah. From the block.
He needs strength. He prays for strength. God don't pray for strength. He's the almighty power. The God of hosts.
The God of hosts. He prayed for the strength, and that's what he got. Right. He sent the angel down, the messenger. He sent the messenger down. Because he was like, yo, what's going on? That was hardcore, sir. It's a locky. That was hardcore. Yeah, I should have read for free. I gotta blow that up a little bit. It's all good, sir. No, it's all good. Let's go. And guess what? And guess what happened right now? Now we're going back to Exodus and see Moses. What the Most High God going to say to Moses now? He heard the cries from his people, my people. That's possession, right?
Right.
That's what the Most High God said about the Israelites that was in captivity in Egypt. I heard the afflictions in the cries of my people in the sorrow. I know you didn't hear it. You was too busy attending to the cow. You were too busy thinking about your ribs. That's what he was doing.
Right.
You know, I'm thinking about your, you know what I'm saying? Thinking about, you know what I'm saying, putting that second edition on the house. That's what he was thinking about. You know what I mean? That's what he was thinking about. Building, you know what I mean? Building that house up. That's what he was thinking about. Oh, read it. Exodus 3 and 6. Yeah, let's start from 6. Yeah,
Verse 6. Moreover, he said, I am the God of thy father, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. And Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon the angels.
He was afraid to look upon that angel. Read on.
Verse 7. And the Lord said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people.
While his head is down and he didn't want to look, and the Most High is talking to him. Read on.
I have surely seen the affliction of my people, which are in Egypt.
My people, which are in Egypt. Not everybody people, the Israelite people. His people, Moses' people, and God's people. Read on.
And I've heard their cry by reason of their taskmaster.
And heard their cries of the reason of their of Joe Biden, of Donald Trump, of Bill Clinton, Kamala Harris. Kamala.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris. You know what I mean? Those taskmasters.
Right.
You know?
For I know their sorrow.
For what?
For I know their sorrow.
The Most High don't know nobody's sorrow. Say that again.
For I know their sorrow.
You know, the Most High know the Israelites' sorrows.
Right.
And he can know our sorrows right here in America. Our taskmaster. If blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, you know what I'm saying? If we come back to the Most High God. Remember who we are. You know what I'm saying? With no apology. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American with no apology. And we remember, you know what I'm saying? The Jamaicans don't owe America a goddamn thing. The Jamaicans don't owe British a goddamn thing. The British owe Jamaica every goddamn thing. Everything.
Right.
Everything. We don't owe them nothing. Remember how the British are. You know what I mean? The British are, you know what I mean? They always say that they are elite. They are prestige. You know what I mean? They are prestige. The British would never cut your neck with a rusty knife. The knife had to be clean. But nevertheless, he's still going to cut your neck. He's just going to do it prestige. Prestige with a clean knife. Probably made of gold. Good silver. But nevertheless, you are beneath him and he's going to cut your neck with a good knife. Not with a rusty knife as the Americans do it. That's what, you know what I mean? This is what going on right here. You know what I mean? The Most High hear our sorrows. He would hear it. He say he did it in Egypt. You try to say he cannot do it here in America? He can do it in America.
Right.
But guess what? The Christian church, the Catholic church, the Muslim mosque, saying that he cannot do it. It got to be, you know what I'm saying? It got to be something, you know what I mean? Something spooky. He got to take us up in the sky. What did we learn is we learned it from our slave master. We learned that concept from our slave master. The slave master is in heaven right now. You see, you're saying precinct Captain Tazaya, you know what I'm saying, be having discussions and little small debates with Christian people. They think, you know what I'm saying, heaven is in the sky. Who taught them that? A slave master. The slave master said, right after I violate your sons and daughter, don't worry about it, because God loves everybody. And when we all die, we're going to be equal in the sky. Yo, a violator would teach somebody that. A violator would teach somebody that. Think about that doctrine. Now we on automatic pilot. Now we teaching our people the same slave master doctrine. So the Most High God heard, you know what I'm saying, Moses' people's sorrow. He heard the sorrow of his people. We don't.
And come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians.
Oh, wait. Say that again. Read that from the top again.
And I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians.
And I, verse 8, and I come down to deliver them. Who is them? Moses, your brothers and sisters. Who is them? God's chosen people, my people. Out of the hands of the Egyptian. Is God physically coming down? Huh? Is God physically coming down? If he physically coming down, why is he talking to Moses? No. This is what's going on. He talking to Moses because he wanted Moses to do something. He wanted Moses to do something. We don't.
Come. And to bring them up out of that land.
And bring them up out of that land. We don't.
Unto a good land.
Unto a what?
Unto a good land.
Unto a good land. He could bring us up to a good land when we're not having those, when there's no drugs outside. When you don't see, you know what I'm saying, when you don't see your mother strung out, you know what I'm saying, strung out on drugs and alcohol and your father, you know what I mean? Oh, what you on Bloods and Crips. The Yetas and Serenos. Cartel. We don't see that anymore. A good land. A good land. How we don't know that Venezuela is a good land? Haiti is a good land. But we want to wish, you know what I'm saying? But we want to wish our brothers and sisters a happy Father's Day. But we want to follow behind our oppressor. You know what I mean? We want to look towards our oppressor that he's going to help us out. You know what I'm saying?
God. And a large unto a land flowing with milk and honey.
Prosperity. Respect. Family values. Living, you know what I'm saying? Living in the bosom of the Most High God. Above all people upon the face of the earth. That's milk and honey right there. That's the milk and honey. Other lands looking at us like these are a God's people. Look at them. Look at them. That's the milk and honey right there. You know?
If I could right quick, that milk and honey is deep because to have it said to a land flowing with milk. That means you got cows. Just like that with that video you had just now. You had a heavy video just now.
Oh yeah, the rattle.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So here's a line. Well, this land is not flowing with milk and honey because the oppressor got a few cows. You know what I mean? This land is not flowing with milk and honey, and I don't see one bees out there neither. Well, we out here. He enslaves us thinking that he gonna get the greatest of God out of us.
That's right.
You know what I mean? And he got a few cows. He got a few hundred cows. But his land don't seem to be flowing with milk. And got all the honeybees out there. When's the last time we seen a bee? I think I seen one last week. To have honey, you need bees.
You need bees.
You know what I'm saying? That means what the Lord is saying, that we're gonna have hundreds folds of whatever cows the oppressor had in America. Hundreds fold of honey that the oppressor had in America. What does cows have on them? Leather, fur. What does that mean? Our clothes are gonna be fur all the time. Our children's first outfits, our kids' first pair of pajamas is gonna be a leather suit. Going to bed in a leather suit.
That's it.
Talking about,
silk and linen. Get those.
Yeah.
Get those what they have
Them silk
caterpillars.
Them
Caterpillars.
Wow.
Caterpillar farm. A caterpillar farm.
Caterpillars, their population grows with the plants. You got more honey, that means you got more bees.
That's right.
And that means you got more flowers, you got more plants.
You have to.
You know what I mean?
You have to. Matter of fact, I started learning, you know what I mean, my sister down the block, and if I may, because you remember I always tell you about that little community garden over there.
Yeah.
She was telling me, because she started learning about, you know what I'm saying, planting in the garden.
Right.
And she was like, you have to plant certain plants so the bees could come in to pollinate. You know what I mean? To pollinate the air, you know what I mean? To pollinate the garden. So she was planting these plants.
Yeah.
These certain plants that they was coming.
Yeah.
And like certain like matter of fact,
yes.
oregano, the plant, they have oregano, you know what I mean? For you to get some good oregano, you know what I mean? The oregano brings on the bees, because oregano, the perfume from oregano was bringing the bees in. So that's how I was, you know what I'm saying? That's how the tomatoes was getting right, the cucumbers, the okra, it was crazy. Because the bees was coming in. But it wasn't like infestation bees, but the bees were pollinating all the plants. So they did like, you know what I mean? They did certain bee plants on this side, certain bee plants, and it was pollinating all those vegetables. So you have to do it. You're right about that.
Big up to the sister online, Rainwater. Sister Rainwater says she loves gardening. I'm gonna tell you this. She loves gardening. Hey, we're gonna talk to Commander Gianna. We're gonna get some land upstate.
That's right.
I mean, we're gonna bring Rainwater to see the garden that she can do, to see how God works with her hands. She's from the tribe of Gad, y'all.
Oh, wait.
You know what I mean? So this is her people's land that we're standing on right now.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, Lord willing, Lord raise her up and bless those hands of that sister Rainwater right there. Big up Sha'athwan, right? I big up Sister Aqua, I said shalom earlier to her, right?
Yeah, most high Christ. And also, you are also going to what was it? If I'm not mistaken, in Genesis. Remember the reason why Pharaoh's house, you know what I'm saying, with Joseph, because the reason why Pharaoh's house was flourishing, because it was for Joseph's sake.
Yeah. Yeah.
How America got so flourished?
Yeah.
Because it was the blacks, Hispanics, and the Americans.
It's for our sake. It's just to keep us alive.
You see that?
Right.
Remember, we were supposed to be here. All that destruction.
Yeah.
All, you know what I'm saying? All the beat downs and the lynching, and you know what I'm saying? And the flea experiment.
Right.
Remember the flea experiment?
Right.
The flea experiment. You know what I'm saying? The ghettos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't nothing. You can't be this. You can't do this. You know what I mean? Yes. You know what I mean? Yes, you coming over here and inventing, but you got to go through the back door. You can't use these bathrooms right here. You got to go down the street to use the bathroom.
Right.
Even though you know what I'm saying? Even though what they say, what they say, the speaker of the day. You're the speaker. You come in here to teach the people in this university, but you're not allowed to use the bathroom in this university.
Right.
For Jacob's sake.
One more thing. In New York State, they got a tax exemption, right, and a tax credits, rather, right? If you have land and are willing to grow what do you call it again?
A honey farm.
A honey farm, because
a bee farm.
Because they don't have any bees. They're running out of bees. in this country here. You see what I'm saying? And the oppressor is scared to unalivement. You see what I'm saying? Things ain't flowing with no honey. Why am I talking about God bless America? God is not blessing this place.
Oh no.
See what I'm saying? There's bones under these grounds here. Of his chosen here. All the Native Indian children are lying under the ground, sleeping. Their bones are under the ground here. Oh, bless what country? Bless where? This is built with blood, man.
Blood.
You see what I'm saying?
Not only is built with blood, it's built on hypocrisy.
Yeah.
I just learned this about, you know what I'm saying, about land.
859.
Oh, come.
Yeah,
Come, yeah. And I got to say this because America is such a hypocrisy land. And they're talking about, you know what I mean, right now they're talking about voting. Anybody who's against ISUPK, you need to start voting. Stop messing with us. They upset at us because we teach so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are God's chosen people, and they need to stop selling drugs. They need to stop unaliving each other. They need to start, you know what I'm saying, following the Most High God, and people get mad at us over that. They need to start only thinking about ourselves, show more love to each other. America is a hypocrisy land. You know what I mean? America America don't want to leave us alone. America don't want to leave us alone. We always say, America, leave us alone and let us do what we have to do. But America always intervened with us. So let me just say this about land. And this is how America is so hypocrisy, such a disgusting, deceitful bastard. You buy land, right? You bought acres of land. We talk about farming, right? We talk about farming. You know what I mean? We talk about all the good stuff. You know what I mean? We got the farm. We're doing our thing. We're doing the thing with the cattle. We're doing our thing.
Right. You
own the land. You own the stuff on top of them. You own the house. You own the crops, the trees. That's what you own. That's on top of the land. But you don't have mineral rights. You don't have oil rights. When you buy land, you have to ask them, do this land come with mineral rights? Because the mineral rights, guess who owns the mineral rights? You own the land. You own what's on top of the land. But Donald Trump owned the mineral rights.
The white man owns the mineral rights?
Joe Biden owns the mineral rights. So let's say you had some gold on that land. Guess what they could do? You get up, you know what I'm saying? You yawning, you yawning. You know what I'm saying? Y'all about to go out, you know what I'm saying? You know, just go get some, you know what I'm saying, get some okra, you know what I'm saying? Tend the land. You got rainwater, you know what I mean? Tend the land. It's all good. It's just the rainwater. And you see somebody out there drilling on your land. You see somebody out there drilling on your land. You say, yo, what is this? What you doing on my land? Stop drilling. And they're going to pass you the paper. We own the rights. We could drill on your land, you know what I'm saying, if you don't know about it or you don't know about it. Because we own the minerals underneath your land. That's how disgusting and double talking that this goddamn, you know what I'm saying, that America is. Right. You thought you owned the land. No, you don't. You hit something? Oil. Guess who owns it? You don't own it. You don't own the oil. You have to, when you was buying the land, you have to say, do this purchase cover the minerals that's inside, you know what I'm saying, that's inside the dirt of this land? They're gonna say no. And anybody can come through and just start digging up your land because they own the stuff in the land. They own the dirt. This is real talk. A lot of people don't know that now. That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, you build your house. You think you own that plot. You own what's on top of that plot. But the city could come in, intimate domain. They could do all that stuff. Come in and just because we got to do something underneath your house. This is real talk. A lot of people don't know that. I just started I'm doing research. I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Mineral rights? Mineral rights. Mineral ownership.
If we gonna land in New York State, if it's in the law, first of all, we're gonna write that United States Constitution at the gate. We got right to bear arms against government tyranny.
Government tyranny.
You see what I'm saying? And we're gonna stand our ground. You know what I mean? Now, of course, we're gonna do things like Command Gianna. But this is an idea. I'll put that at the gate. People start rolling. I don't know who you are. I don't want to talk to you. I don't be handing no paper by you. Go away.
You know it.
You know what I'm saying? Keep your. I don't want to middle of the land. I want to be in peace and not see your white face on my black land.
Oh man, how?
You see what I'm saying?
Because you talk as a free man.
Yeah.
You talk as a free man. But remember the tribe of Gad.
Yeah.
Remember what they did to him a few years ago when they want to run that pipeline?
Yeah.
What did they do? We don't want the pipeline here. This is our land.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Who was backing those police officers?
Mm-hmm.
Even though we got the paperwork. This is what the treaty says. This is what the treaty. The person who signed it, the person who signed the treaty, is the person who's running the pipeline.
Right.
It's the people who's running the pipeline. And guess what they did? They put water holes on those people that was protesting or stopping the construction company to come in and destroy their land. In the middle of December, in October, remember they sprayed them with water holes. In the winter in Colorado.
Right.
In Oklahoma. You remember, they're getting mountains of snow out there. Those is mountains out there.
Right.
That's not discussing that. You know what I mean?
So like, I put a scripture on there just so nobody don't, get in the wrong vibe. I just said something as a free man. I'm just saying, an idea. But of course, Christ said, render on the Caesar the things which are Caesar's.
Come.
So in a case like that, you let him get that because the Lord got the whole planet for us.
That's right.
And more things for us than that. And you let him do what he's doing because, of course, in the middle of that, you can take it to court and you can win in court, but you can't win an unalivement trial.
Oh, come on.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean?
Well,
yeah.
you read American history, God bless America and pass the ammunition. That's the reason why.
Say it again.
Huh?
Say it
You
again.
read George Washington papers and all that?
What did you say?
God bless America and pass the ammunition.
Oh, man.
That's how they fought the British.
But you know how it goes with the double tongue oppressor, man. You know what I mean?
No representation without tax. You know what I'm saying? No taxation without representation.
Right, man.
You hear what these people say with the devil talk?
So you gotta go to court and tell them that. You know what I mean? No taxation without representation.
They're gonna bump you in the head with a 2x4 and say, take them to jail. Take that N-word to jail. How dare you try to come and try to talk like a white man?
Yeah.
You're not a white man.
Good. Nice.
Cause remember, it was so-called Caucasians, Caucasoids, troglodytes. When the American government tried to go to that ranch, remember all the way? The general brought it out a few years ago. It was ranch owners was fighting against the American government. Because they try to do, you know what I mean? They try to oppose on the rights of the land. And you know how the Caucasian is. My followers here, and his father's follower, and I bring down God in, and you try to take this land away from me. You know what I mean? Get off my land. They had a standstill with the American government.
No, wait.
Oh, come. Oh, just put in the sign out sheet, Bob. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, real quick, and then we're gonna go. I'll probably finish that off tomorrow. Class, but let's go into. All right. Oh, let's keep on reading it, and I'm gonna go into part 2. On part 2 tomorrow.
Okay. Sister Rain Salt Water said she'll be back in class in person when she gets the funds. Shalom. Love y'all. Edifying class. Have a great night.
Most high in Christ, sis. You know what I'm saying? Longer you do your check-in, I know it always feel good to come to, you know what I'm saying, to come to your sanctuary, you know, your place of rest, you know. But it's all good, sis. You know what I'm saying? Most high in Christ. I see you out there with the little boys and everything. Tell the boys, I said, Shalom Yahbashin Yasharakathon. Anyway, all right, so let me I'm just going to get this this last scripture. Let me just get this last scripture, then we're going to continue this class and talk about Moses, because this is a hardcore, you know what I'm saying, hardcore history class. We're going to go into brotherhood also, because that's also showing, you know what I'm saying, reminding, the Most High had to remind Moses about his brothers and sisters that were still captive in Egypt. While you over here farming and thinking about your wife, your people was jammed up.
Right.
He had to tell them that.
Right.
You have to remind them, yo, this is my people. I'm the God of Abraham, Isaac, and your grandfather. I'm that person. Let me remind you of that, because you're getting too comfortable. Getting too comfortable. I remind you that. And that's what, you know what I'm saying? And that's what he was showing to Moses. He was showing Moses that. Let me see here. What is that time? 30? All right. So we go to, matter of fact, just go to Deuteronomy chapter, let's go to the classic, chapter 32, verse 7. Let me just get that real quick. I'm going to go back into the Moses story, and so I can just drop it off on this one right here. 32 and 7, yeah. And then read that back to Sean.
Yeah. Deuteronomy 32:7. Remember the days of old.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, don't listen to what Americans say. Remember those days of old. The Bible's telling us this.
Right.
In our archives, in our history, remember the days of old.
Right.
Remember those brothers, you know what I'm saying, those brothers on that ranch. From can't see up to can't see down. Mucho charajo, poquito dinero. All day, every day. Remember the days of old. You know?
God. Consider the years of many generations.
Consider the years of many generations. Them brothers was born in the 20s. Their fathers was born in the 1800s. They is about what? Give or take? 50 years out of slavery? This is during the Jim Crow. When we became, what would they call it? Sharecroppers. You're still slaves. You still live on the planet. There's no place you could go. You just came out of slavery. Where can you go? Where can you make your money? So we're gonna give you money. You're gonna work for you're gonna still work for that slave master that been, you know what I mean? That been disrespecting you, and you know what I mean. You was a goddamn chair yesterday. Now he have to pay you crumbs on a dollar. But he's charging you at the same time. He's charging you to live on his plantation now. You believe that? You got to work on his plantation. You got to work to live on his plantation now. But you're a so-called free man. Consider the many generations. Read on. That's what the Bible says.
God. Consider the years of many generations.
Mm-hmm.
Ask thy father, and he will shew thee.
Ask your father, and he will show thee. He will show you. Ask him. But our father want to forget all about that. That was in the past. Ask the priest and the prophet of ISUPK. Ask priest and Commander General Yohana. He will show you. He's your father. He's going to show you. Read on.
God. Thy elders and they will tell thee.
Ask the elder, you know what I'm saying? Ask the priest and the prophet ISUPK. We will tell you to remember the days of old. To remember what they did in DR. To remember what they're doing in Haiti. To remember what they're doing in Venezuela, in Mexico, in Nicaragua, in El Salvador. Those is tropical paradise. Those is tropical countries. Tropical countries.
Right.
Farmland.
Right.
They got 2 seasons, rainy season and non-rainy season. In between, fruits and vegetables is planted. Then you see this blanquitos walking around this, you know what I'm saying, walking around, you know what I'm saying, South America eating these exotic fruits. I came across this stuff. All type of exotic fruits that I never even seen before. And he's walking around with nothing, you know what I'm saying, walking around with pom-pom shorts on and just eating all our fruits. This is a goddamn cave bastard right here.
Who you doing, white man?
Yeah, he's a blanquito.
Oh man.
Eating all the Gadite fruits. Eating all the Escarite fruits. Eating all the Dominican fruit. All the Honduran fruit. Eating all the fruits. And making a living off of that. And who taught them about those fruits? Our people. Remember the days of old. You can't trust these people. With that, I'm Priest and Officer Baratazar, holding the class down for Priest and Officer 5000 Hazahar. This is the Israelite School, University Practical Knowledge, ISUPK. Started off with 1 West 125th Street under Commander Junior Honor. And since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians the history of our Bible and who we are. You know what I'm saying? Go to ISUPK.com, scroll down. Call the number that's close to you. We have printing programs. We have food drive. We got clothing program. We have counseling. Get into ISUPK. Get into ISUPK so you can understand you are God's chosen people. The Haitians are God's chosen people of God. And with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest and Officer Hazahar.
Yeah, so good, so good. Clap it up for the class. Clap for the class. Okay. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, 125th Street, Harlem, New York.
Okay. Yeah, you cut him off.
It's okay.
Okay,
I'll do some more. My bad. All right, there we go. All right. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off-premise for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to that brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will call each other. It's not marriage. After 6 months period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21. Malachi 3, verses 8 to 10. These scriptures mean to not rob God, because many people rob God. Means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashra, 10% of any increase. If you have income that the Lord gives you, you give that to the treasury department or the teacher. Priest fund, a free will offering for the priest, which is not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. The next upcoming holy convocation is the feast of the blowing of the trumpets. All right. You also check the ISUPK.com website, right, for any other upcoming events. I know they have the California cookout coming up soon, by the end of this month, and then will be the Texas cookout, right, in October. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headbands, and scarf, and with that, I imagine you. We're going to give one courtesy salute for the brothers. Aman Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemeshai Ragatam, Yajimata, to the sisters online. Sorry. We're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Aman Shabbat. Amadia, Barak, Yahweh Shemarathon by Shimon Shai, Yadim Class dismissed.